Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. In today's video guys, I just got done doing my workout and it was awesome, really awesome, 45 minutes. And this woman is amazing. She's extremely strong, and so I had a hard time, like I'm pretty strong too, but I had a hard time keeping up with her, And as far as like workouts go, I think the harder your workouts are, the better it is for your body ultimately. So it's important to make your workouts like very intense. They don't even have to be long, but they have to be intense. And yeah, your body really has to be feeling it. And once that happens, right, you will see much better results. You'll it goes kind of like against our nature, when it comes to our workouts. But the harder you push yourself, the more intense your workouts are, the better it is for your body, ultimately, and the better you will feel too. I feel like $1,000,000 now, like, or not a million. Million is not that much, right? Let's just say 1 billion. Anyways, of course it is enough, right? But yeah. So, anyways, guys, what I wanted to discuss today is I wanted to discuss how, and this video is for guys, okay? I wanted to discuss how guys are actually, you guys are chasing the wrong woman, and this video is going to be really honest, okay? It's going to be really honest, and a lot of you will not like what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyways because I don't know. This channel is all about the truth, right? And so I'm gonna try to the truth will set you free, right? Even if it is freeing your mind, and freeing you from yourself, right? From your own self imprisonment, right? And so I'm going to speak it like it is, right? And so I'm going to discuss, guys, how you're. I'm going to discuss relationships and how you're going after the wrong woman, okay? And the reason why you're going after the wrong woman, okay, is first lust, okay? You're going after the wrong woman because the wrong women are usually extremely appealing, okay? And they make themselves very attractive and very appealing. And of course, the brainwashing when it comes to social conditioning and your likes and dislikes, you think you like what you like, right? But no, you're actually told what you like. Okay, so because you're told what you like, right? And these women are, they're, they know this, okay? They know this and they pay attention to trends because they don't have their own identity. They don't love themselves, so they're constantly chasing the next best thing, the most attractive thing that's going to the next biggest trend that's going to make them more attractive to you or to their potential victims, basically, okay? So when it comes to like in this case we're talking about narcissistic women, okay? And guys, you are going after narcissistic women and then you go on and you complain about getting hurt by them, right? And you complain about how all women are terrible and how all they want is money, right? And how shallow they are. But in reality, you're going after these women. You're going after a specific demographic, or no, not even a demographic, but you're going after a specific woman that are not everyone else, okay? They're actually deeply wounded, right? And you yourself are deeply wounded too, and that's the reason why you're going after these women, okay? You yourself have a very low self-esteem and you're lacking in that self-love. And so in turn, like attracts like, right? So you're going after these women who are the same in a sense, right? And so you guys, and then you know, you end up hurting one another, right? Or she ends up hurting you, and deep down, right? Your belief about women is not, it's not good. It's you think that women are um, beneath you, right? And you deep down, you sometimes don't even like women, okay? And the reason being is because, once again, it all comes down to your childhood, okay? Maybe your mom was unkind, okay? And it does, our relationships, right? And our relationship with our mom is the most important relationship, right? And especially for men, right? I mean, for women too, of course, but this video is about men, right? And for men. And so your relationship with your mom is extremely important. So if you had a really, really poor relationship with your mom, deep down you're going to develop this hatred or this resentment towards women, okay? And yeah, you will be attracted to women that are shallow, and you're going to be attracted to women that are wounded because you yourself are wounded, okay? And that's very unconscious on your end, of course, right? It's not a conscious thing. But yes, you're going to go after women that are very sexually appealing, right? Women that are not natural, basically, okay? Women that wear a lot of makeup, women that have get surgery, women that do the BBL, right? Women that have fake boob jobs, perhaps, okay? And women that try to be as appealing as possible, right? Women that wear very skimpy clothing, right? And women that are very driven by status and power and looks, okay? And so most men, when they go online, they complain about these women, right? And they incorrectly assume that uh, all the other women are just like these women, when in turn they're not, when in reality they're not. So um, once again, hurt people, right? When you get with women like this, they will end up hurting you, using you, abusing you, using you for your money, right? This is and this is done, it is done for you, right? But because ultimately everything is works for your greatest good, right? Even if it doesn't seem like it, right? And so once again, this kind of woman will teach you how to love yourself and how to choose yourself so you don't get used, right? Because this kind of woman, she's very hurt, she's narcissistic, she's a narcissist, she cares about everything that's external, right? Nothing that's internal, basically, right? So she's going to you're going to make yourself as attractive as possible to appeal to this kind of woman because you yourself don't know your own worth, right? So you're going to get those abs, you're going to get the nicest car, you're going to try to get the best job, right? You're gonna try to make as much money as possible, right? As in the case with Andrew Tate, right? So you're going to make yourself as attractive as it can be. You're going to gain that status. You're going to gain that power, right? That external power, not internal power. There's a huge difference, right, between having an internal power and an external power, right? So you're going to, and so in turn, you're going to attract these types of women, okay? And because that's what they're attracted to. But in the grand scheme of things, guys, you guys are the same. You have the same wound, okay? Because you yourself don't realize that you have to heal your inner wound, okay, first and foremost, right? And then you're going to realize that none of these external things actually matter. None of these external things will attract a real quality woman to you. A real quality woman is going to be attracted to you when you're going to love yourself, when you're going to find that inner love, when you're going to develop a healthy relationship with yourself, and in turn, start loving yourself as you are, right? Which is what we all truly deserve, okay? We all of us need to recognize that we're very lovable just as we are, right? And so you don't need any of those external things to be lovable, okay? But the woman that you're going after, she doesn't think this way, okay? Because she herself also values those external things, okay? She doesn't she also needs healing, and she's deeply wounded, and so everything is on the surface for both of you guys, okay? And so you know that's why the gold digger attracts the guy who has, well, I just explained this to you, right? The gold digger attracts the guy with the best car and the best status or power, whatever, right? External power. And then he complains about her being a gold digger, right? So, but deep down, of course, both of you, you know, although with narcissists it's a bit different, okay? They're extremely damaged individuals, right? But if you're not a narcissist, right, and if you get hit with a connection like that, you're not going to get a fulfilling connection, no matter what she looks like, okay, on the surface. And so that's what a lot of guys fail to realize, and then they get really hurt, they get used, right, and they go on to say that all women are like this, right, and they just label women like as if like all women are like this, when in reality they're not, right? You just have to go within, you have to heal, you have to find that inner self-love, and then you're going to attract what you deserve, because you're actually going to see what a toxic woman is, and that's ultimately someone who is like a narcissist, right? Someone who is trying to change herself all the time, someone who doesn't like herself as she is, right? And she's just trying to appeal to men, to certain types of men, right? And that's exactly, yes, she might look appealing, right? She might look sexy on the surface, okay? But beneath the surface, she's not sexy at all. She's actually very ugly. And that's something that most guys who are wounded themselves fail to see, okay? And so, yeah, guys, I wanted to discuss this because I think it's extremely important, right? And because there are so many videos that are out there, and there are so many channels that just like they're bashing women, right? And then they complain about these Instagram models, right? Girls who are narcissistic for the most part, okay, guys? A girl who is truly confident, truly confident in herself, she's not going to really even seek validation from external sources. She's not gonna be posting these videos of herself or her booty, of her boobs, right, of her legs, right? She's not going to do any of that, okay? She's going to get that validation from herself. She's going to give herself that validation. So she doesn't need that validation from anyone, okay? She doesn't need it from men, she doesn't need it from women, she doesn't need it from anyone. She can give herself that validation, okay? And so that's a true quality woman, okay? And so you guys, you might not even see a quality woman posting pictures like this, okay? They might do one or two pictures, maybe, but probably not. Maybe they'll delete it afterwards, right? So I don't know, it's really, it comes down to you know self-confidence, right? And a woman who is self-confident, she's not going to she's not necessarily even going to dress very sexy, okay? Maybe sometimes, right? But she maybe not even like this attention. Whenever she dresses this sexy, she doesn't like the attention she gets, because that's not what she wants, she knows that a quality man might not necessarily even be attracted to that, so she, and it's not really even about pleasing a man, right? It's about what she thinks about herself and what she wants and what she's looking for, and how comfortable she is feeling in any given outfit. For example, if you're talking about an outfit, right? So it's really not about going out there and like pleasing anyone, right? It's really about her being herself and feeling natural and being natural. She knows that by being herself, she will attract the right person, so it's not about catering to a certain image that people find attractive because they've been brainwashed into finding that image attractive, right? So she knows that, and she knows this constantly changes. She knows that she is herself with her own body, right? However it looks, and yeah, so that's the kind of woman that you should look for. You should look for a woman that's not trying to change herself all the time. A woman that has accepted all of herself or most of herself, right? As it's always a work in progress, right? And that's a quality woman. You know, that's the kind of woman that's not going to bring drama into your life. She's after peace. She's all about peace, and she's looking for a like-minded individual who will also bring peace into her life, not drama, right? And so the kind of woman that men complain about for the most part are the wrong types of women, okay? And these girls, of course, they're going to play you, they're going to, squeeze you dry, and they're going to leave you in the dumps, and you're going to complain about it, and you're gonna assume that it's all women, but it's not. It is not, okay? I can assure you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please check out my courses, okay? Check out my books, guys. And please support and donate to this channel if you like my content, guys. I am a single mama, and it's extremely difficult to be on my own, okay? And yeah, so all the support from all of you guys is very, very much appreciated. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Much love to you guys.